Hi everybody, this is Abzoba Media. I'm Abner.
And this is Chan.
And we are in...
the latest Mazda CX30, the swollen version of Mazda 3.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are actually in the what do you call this?
Base model.
The base model of the Mazda CX30. So we're going to show you around. How does it look like? How does it feel? What we feel about the interior.
Nice design to it. It has a nice little, as you can see, it has this like jet plane feel where you see the stitching all the way from the side, leading you to this nice little sunken panel, 8 inches.
Yep, 8 inches diagonally.
It's very well designed. Personally, I feel, and you got the wonderful steering. Dan, what do you think?
Okay, so let's start off with the driver's side, right? So I think what Mazda did, I think if you guys are into Mazdas, you know that this particular generation, which is the 7th generation, they put more attention into the overall feel. Now there's a lot of meaning behind the feel here, but let's start off with the overall layout here. Like what Abner said, we are, when you sit in the driver's side here, you feel like you're consumed by the car. It's a very driver centric. You're cocooned inside, so it gives you it encourages you to be focused, which is good in driving. So let's talk about the steering. Is it ridge and rake adjustable? Oh yeah, it is. See, telescopic and height adjustable. And another thing is, why don't we just bring the camera here? If I just press something on, I can't. Let me just. Oh yeah, look at it. It's actually it's an LCD. It's not a real analog, meter per se. But of course, the engine rev is actually analog, but the speedometer is actually digital. Let's talk about the switches. And I tell you this is probably one of the best feeling switches that you can ever get in the industry at this price range. It is super consistent. Everything feels the same. The feedback is so similar with each other, all the way down to the switches here. They all feel the same. How do they do that? Okay, the only difference I'll probably say is the spot switch button. There's extra tactility. Now let's pay attention on the aircon here. If you notice, it has that classic straight grille type of aircon vent, right? And reminds you of the 80s and early 90s, right? And
I think my nipples would be very cold if I were to use this.
Yes,
though.
correct.
I think it's like pointing straight. I'm not sure why they didn't put this here. I don't know how the aircon would hit the back and the people at the back. I think that may be a slightly awkward design. In my opinion,
I would prefer that the fan be probably moved to the center a bit more, like how the HRV is, right? Honda. This one, like Nurse said, I think those who are concerned about how cold their nipples are, I think bear in mind your nipples will be probably frozen and hardened at the end of the journey. Does it have a slow drop?
Yep, yeah, it does a slow drop. Everything has slow drop. Even look at that. Everything has slow drop.
And look at that. Sunglasses for your precious pasar malam sunglasses that you want to protect. And does it have, let's find out. Does it have mirrors on the driver's side? Yes.
Yes, they do.
We're driving this car.
What do you think of the layout of this whole center console?
This is consistent with Mazda's decision to not use touchscreen. So most of the controls are performed on this dial, very similar to BMW's.
Ooh, the dial is very tactile too. And what I like, in comparison to my MX-5, this is a slightly more wider.
Yep.
And not just wider, but thinner too.
Wow.
So when I'm changing gears, I don't tend to hit it. Like my you see, your watch doesn't hit it.
No, doesn't.
So that's one of the improvements that I saw. It's very thoughtful.
Another improvement, I guess, you didn't probably realize that the previous Mazdas had their armrest really way to the back.
Yeah.
So now it's everything's within reach. So you
even have a charging port here where you could put your phone.
Bring the camera close.
You can put your phone just like that. Charging ports are here. You got one charging port here.
And there's a Samsung Note 10. Can it fit?
Very well. Let's see.
It does.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, it does. So let's close it. Oh, nice.
Definitely has a lot of space.
Does it have? Oh, it has an extension.
Yeah, there you go.
So comfy, man. So cozy and comfy. Hi, Chen.
Hi, Chen. How are you? Will you fit into the?
That's the question.
Yes, I fit very much.
Baby boy.
Comfortably.
Yeah, let's bring the camera closer to Chen. Let's go.
Yeah, hi guys.
Let's look lower. Oh, not somewhere where it's not compromising. Your legs, yes. Wow, really fit, huh? Okay, that's good. Lots of leg room for you. No, you have more than enough leg room.
More than enough, but we are short. We are short people.
Yeah, I'm fine, honestly.
Chen, how does it feel like in the interior at the back?
Yeah.
With all the plastic wrap now, can't really feel it yet, but
it is fabric, right? This is fabric.
This is fabric because this is the low spec.
Base, not low spec, base model.
Base model.
Base
The
model.
2-liter non-high version of this CX30.
How about headroom? How is the headroom back there?
More than sufficient, man.
Headroom, surprisingly, right? I think Mazda has added a little touch to it because of the roof line, and then they have made this ceiling curved in so that you can fit the taller people.
You know what? Honestly, for a base model, I don't feel like I'm sitting on a base model. I feel like I'm sitting on a high-end Toyota model.
Yes, that's quite.
Yeah.
Toyota model.
Yeah, I feel like I'm sitting in a high-end Toyota model. Did you hear me? So I guess just continuing from where we were looking at, as I mentioned earlier, the difference from the baseline. If you look at the leather, second tone of it is actually dark brown. Very, dark brown normally associates with premium. Alright, so he's touching it. I don't know what does it do, but bear in mind, these are not fake stitches. These are Napa leather. Joe, say this is our SA who's helping us out.
Yes.
So the reason why we can say all that is because he gave us a quick run through of what it is. Okay, so any comments here, Chen, other than what you said earlier? What do you feel overall?
Overall, I feel very premium. I like the soft touches of the dashboard.
It's a very Mazda thing, yep.
You know what I really like?
What?
Look at this. It's a bit big. Oh, it looks so classy.
Yeah. But where are the switches again?
The side.
It feels like a Zippo lighter.
Yeah, if you're a smoker, you'll love this.
Well,
Yeah, there you go. Alright.
then how is it?
Let's do this. It's a little snug, to be honest. But I always like to associate snug with Mazdas, right?
Yeah.
And this is the sunroof.
Look at
This is
that.
what you get with the premium. And I love the seats though. I mean, despite being snug, seats are awesome. Very soft leather. I could sleep here.
Yeah, actually it is very soft leather. It really hugs your body.
Yeah, and you have all the aircon control here. No temperature control, just the amount of wind you get. Well, this part right here is pretty high. Is there a switch here? How do you turn on this light here?
Here.
Okay.
Well, why wouldn't have switches there?
It won't be too comfortable being a middle row
Middle child.
passenger. Even being a middle child has never been that good.
Oh, your kid is not that big lah.
Yeah, if I'm this big, well, you can. If you notice, I'm not that tall. I'm only like 173, and if you're any taller than this, you are gonna struggle. Okay, but as a passenger on the sides, it would fit most Asians, except for a national level basketball player. Other than that, it's pretty consistent. We love the leather. This is something that Mazda has.
Cup holders at the back.
Cup holders. Okay,
baby.
let's see. Whether do we get any cup holders? Yes, we do.
Oh,
Yes,
there's
we
more
do.
cup holders than my MX-5.
Yeah, MX-5 was not designed to have cup holders.
They have baby seats as well.
Isofix, you can have 2 kids.
Isofix, 2 kids.
2 kids. Yeah.
I think the market for this car would be for new family.
Not new family. I would dare to say somebody who, well, it's not really family oriented.
Do you know
It doesn't feel like it. It's not
What do you think?
communicating that way.
What do you think?
I think it's I disagree. I think it's family oriented in the sense for
small
young family.
Small family, yeah.
For young, new.
Yeah, if you
The new
decide to
startup.
have anyone,
startup
family.
family lah.
It's a good
is that new
starter
term
pack
now?
if you can afford it.
Family.
It's a new term, startup family. You know,
Yeah.
set up everything. All right.
What do you think of the exterior, Chen?
Oh,
What do you think of the color though? Which color is your favorite?
the color that favors me the most, that I like most, it's the soul red and the white.
Oh, the red is
Oh, the
very,
red is very nice.
hot.
Hot,
Very hot. That red is so red crystal, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think of the whole Komodo design? Do you think that it is? It has a lot of. Is it charming? Is it handsome? Is it a handsome car to you?
I think it's not just handsome. To me, it's very sexy. There's a lot of S curve, very visible around the car, regardless of which angle you look at it, especially on the side. If you have lights shining and reflecting across the car, you see a lot of nice curve reflecting off the car.
Is it? Will you be able to tell that it's
Yeah.
a Mazda from say 100 yards away?
Oh yes, with their seventh generation kind of design, yes, it's very distinctive. It's very bold, and
Komodo design.
from the Kodo design, you get a nice LED,
Very distinctive.
distinctive headlamp look with the big chrome grille.
From the side, it
From
looks
the
like
side.
Iron Man.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah, it looks like Iron
It
Man.
looks like an Iron Man. And then you have the LED running lights right below the bumper. I don't know why they move it to the bottom of the bumper, but with the design, they make the call. So anyway, but in general, I do like the front of the car. It's very sexy. It's very nice. And now, as you come to the side of the car, you get 18-inch wheels, rims for the two higher spec, for the 2-liter high and the 1.8 diesel turbo. But as for the 2-liter base spec, you get 16-inch only.
And moving on to the rear, we have very sexy rear lights. Don't you think so?
Yeah, it has a very sexy butt
Yeah, it's a very sexy rear end.
with
Very distinctive.
Yes, very distinctive tail lamps.
One of the other features that I really like, which is very convenient and very practical, is the power tailgate, where you just the boot, where you just press a button and it would just automatically go up and down by itself. The taillights are, especially at night when
Yep.
you're driving, and
Yep.
if you're tailing them from the back, it looks
That is very distinctive.
very distinctive. You'll
That's
be
very
able to
distinctive.
tell that this is
You know it's a Mazda CX30 maybe, but maybe from far you can't really tell whether it's a CX5 or CX30. But as you go
CX3.
closer, but you definitely know it's a Mazda. It's very nice.
So this is our review, our first review of the CX30. Hopefully we'll do another one with a test drive and all that. But we would like to first thank Rhino Automat for allowing us to be here at the launching date itself in
Yes, in
Sarawak.
Kuching.
In Sarawak, in Kuching. They have allowed us to do a whole in-depth review, as well as interior, exterior, a little bit about the engine.
Yes, thank you for your kind gestures, for allowing us to film today once again. And we hope to see you guys again in the second video. And don't forget to click like and subscribe. Thank you.
Take
Bye-bye.
care. Bye.